Everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And the layup's good off the glass. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Banked in off the glass. Papanikolaou's got his second basket.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Cannon from long range. Fall with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Great open look there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Plays it up off the glass. Papanikolaou's got 6. Papanikolaou's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's Cannon. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Vezenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Puts up a deep 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Cannon for the 3. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
There's the drive. And it's Vezenkov missing. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Cannon looking over the floor. The shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Cannon's got his second basket of the night. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Nicolau, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Nicolau's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss. There's Cannon with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Fournier. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Out to the wing. This one for three. Pass to Cannon. Fires from deep. Nice D from Fournier.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cannon from long range. Traps in the tray. Cannon's got 11 points.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Right wing. Here's Nicolau. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. They lead by 2. And the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Dos Santos. Good on the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And here's Evans. Jacks up a three. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Peters. Hits it from three-point range.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And that one, good. He's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Count it.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They set the screen. Nedovic, the pass to Bollenboy. Kalinic. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Evans. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. There's the steal. And they're moving it up. Lets it go from deep. Cranes the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
His shot is good, making them a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dos Santos, covered by Evans. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Dorsey. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lets it go with the three. No good. Here's Milutinov. The layup off target. And they're pushing it up. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Takes the three. The shot's good from Nedovic. Nedovic has got his first 3 points of the game. It's a close game here in L.A. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good.
77, taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good with the triple.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Evans feeling it out a bit. That one goes. Count it. Evans has got 7 points for the quarter. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Here's Milutinov. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Nedovic. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Peters grabs the miss. Nedovic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. From deep. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Evans outside. Pass to Peters. From the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Launches a 3. Ballin' boy kicks to Nedovic. Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
That is more than enough of us. Let's sit.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Cannon. Sets up a 3. It's good from long range. He has 7.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
You've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward position. Here's Vezenkov. From past the arc. Cannon with the rebound. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 4 so far.
Away team foul. Papanikolaou. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Cannon. He's guarded by Fournier.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at small forward. That one's good. Vezenkov.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gets the 3-point.
aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Fall. 6 to shoot. Here's Vezenkov. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Vezenkov's got 7 points. Beyond the arc. Fall with the rebound.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Here's Papanikolaou. They get it back. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's the screen. There's Cannon with the three. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Cannon's got a nice 4 of 8 shooting from outside in three-point land. Swiped it away. Fournier pulls it down. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shoots the three. Not going to go that time. Pass to Cannon. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
The three. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. And they're on the break. Here's Vezenkov. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
And Cannon gets it to go.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Dorsey. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Dorsey's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And here's Evans outside. Buries it from three-point range. Evans has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Whoa! Big-time shot!
No, he didn't.
I don't think I have ever seen anything like that in my career. Wow!
Drops in the tray off the fast break. He's got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. They're up by 7. And time for the short. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Evans. Pass to Peters. Takes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Evans dishes to Dorsey. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter.
The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Peters. Pulls up. And that one swishes right in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Evans with it. There's the three. To the wing on the left. Pass to Peters. And he's good on the three ball. Peters has got 7 now in this quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Allen boy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Yep, it counts.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Dos Santos. The offensive rebound. Evans with the steal. Here's Dorsey. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Peters with the bucket.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's Dorsey. Oh, and they take the lead. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Peters kicks to Evans. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Here's Dorsey. And Nedovich pulls it down.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Back to Evans. Launches it. No good there. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Dos Santos, covered by Evans. Pass to Nedovich. There's the triple. That shot missing. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Great look, but off the mark. Fast break, here we go. Off the mark there with a three. Right side, Napier. The fader. Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's a screen. The three. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
De Silva with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Shoots. And that one no good to start off the night.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Stripped it away. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fires in the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Can they get it? Tipped. And here's the fast break from the arc. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Here's the break. He launches a three. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. And here they come.
2 minutes remaining first 2 minutes.
The three is up. De Silva with the rebound. It's a 6-point game. Back to Napier. Oh, it's stolen. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Drills it from deep.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Napier, still without a bucket. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
4-3, hits a three-pointer. He's got 6.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, didn't think that was going in.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
They set the pick. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
He gets the upper hand and lays it in. Defense needs to toughen up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Launches a three. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been all
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by 12. And we'll be back right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Right side Booker fires from deep. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. Nails it from 3.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Nedovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires for 3. Booker, the pass to Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Booker. Who poked away.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Knocks down the long J.
And, guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. And they're on the run. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Such a wide-open look.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Guarded by Edwards. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They set the pick from behind the arc. Counted from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
For 3, he buries it from 3.
Now, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
From downtown. Doesn't go that time.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of...
Oh,
man!
my.
Nobody is stopping that!
Way up there in the rafters!
Insane!
What a finish!
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Booker. And he can't jam it through.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
To the left side wing. There's a screen. Here's Nedovic. No good from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
From deep three-point land. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
Just been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Cans it from the wing. He has 7. Booker defending. With the fadeaway. Edwards pulls it in.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Takes a 3. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Edwards.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 10. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Two quarters of play complete. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the home team. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got himself on the board with a 3 there. Booker defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And so he hits both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside Napier. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And there's a 3-second violation. On Monday, then on Thursday. Here's Napier. No made baskets yet. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Launches it. That shot off. Here we go. And the bucket is good. 9 points in the game.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. To the middle. And here's the fast break.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Knocks it down from distance.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Sinks the tray.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
He's guarded by Napier. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's the Silva. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's the three. Doesn't go for him. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Fades and shoots. No good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Lets it go from deep. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Let's go with a three. Drains the triple. He's got 12.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
To the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Connects from downtown.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Over to the left wing. Offline with a three. Outside Napier. They set the screen. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 10. And we're just moments away from... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And stolen by Edwards. The three. He drops it from range.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Going inside, and he slams it in one-handed.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Pure from three-point range.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Fires the three. The putback. The shot that time not on target. Booker's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Nedovic. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
No good on the triple. Outside Edwards. That one's good. Nothing but net.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And stolen by Edwards. To the wing on the left. Outside for Booker. Tries the spin move. The three is up. The shot no good. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A quick shot there. It's off target.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Knocked away. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Three-pointer. To the left wing. The three ball. Right wing. Hits the trifecta.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
There's the triple. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 8 rebounds in the game to tie it up. Knocks down the triple.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Fires the three. Knocks down the long J.
This is rapid fire. Back-to-back triples. Momentum swinging wildly.
It's stolen. And here comes the break.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Another steal. Here's the break. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pulls it in from the elbow. Got a piece of it.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Knocks it down from distance.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. A deep three. From beyond the arc and then some.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
That one's off. Still out of sync. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Booker defending. Fades back. Offensive board. No good off the glass. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they...
Everyone, welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vezenkov. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Six on the shot clock. They set the pick from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards defending. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Fournier's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, here's Edwards. Lucic. Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. Fires for three. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Fournier for three. Offensive rebound. Papanikolaou dishes to Fournier. From deep three-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Sure, the shot was from way back, but Fournier practices these long shots all the time, so you got to crowd him and make him do something else.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Vizenkov. The three. And Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got 6.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Edwards with it. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to fall. And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, here's Edwards. De Silva. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Fournier. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
He's guarded by Fournier. They get it again. Pass to De Silva.
Home team foul. Sasha Vizenkov. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter.
Home team foul. Evan Fournier.
Drills it from outside.
Personal foul.
It's all knotted up.
Team foul.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Papanikolaou. No scoring in this one. Pass to Vizenkov. Lock at 6. Here's the 3. That shot is off. Here's De Silva. 6 points for him. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Second chance effort. Shot on the wing. Drained for 2 points. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Papanikolaou. And that one drops for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Tipped away. One-on-one fast break. Nifty move. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And here's Evans outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Giffey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He has 5.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5? from long range.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Evans inside. Pass to Peters. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Lobbed up there for Booker. Now here's Evans. Napier covering. Pass to Peters. And here's Evans. Takes a 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. To the wing right side, to the middle, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Giffey, and the 3 ball is good.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Here's Peters. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Giffey. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Here's Evans. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here's Napier. Defense is right there.
3rd team foul. Number 77. First personal foul. 2nd team foul.
.109 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On Friday, then on Sunday. .54 seconds left here in the second. Evans outside. The tray doesn't go that time. Giffey covered by Evans. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Seconds left in the first half. Peters bangs home the trifecta. Peters has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so we wrap up the first half. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
30 seconds.
Come
Well, I think for the home team, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the visiting team.
Offensive.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now here's Edwards. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. He has 7.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
A 3-ball. And no good. Uncovered. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Vazenkov. The layup missed.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Fournier with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And he gets the bucket. Fournier's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. He's guarded by Fournier. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Edwards. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. Fall with the rebound.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Papanikolaou. Edwards defending. Pass to Fournier.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Vazenkov's got his second bucket tonight.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Edwards drives in. There's the pick. Lucic. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Here's Vazenkov. They get the rebound. Shoots the 3. That shot off.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to De Silva. Knocks down the three ball. Da Silva's got his third basket of the night.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
2 points. That one goes.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Substitution on the court.
"16 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Evans, and the layup falls. Evans has got 7 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Stolen by Evans, and here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 11, and do not go away. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Napier. Giffey. Peters grabs the miss. Evans outside. Launches a three. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Over to the left wing. No good on the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Down low. Here's Napier. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. To the left wing. Pass to Evans. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And both free throws good for Evans.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Covered by Evans. Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Giffey, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Booker with no one around, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Evans to tie it up. Hands it from downtown. Dorsey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
There's a good screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Inside. And the wide open shot from Evans. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. On the clock. Yes!
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Out left to the wing. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Peters. Can't connect from long distance.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Lets the 3 fly. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Offensive rebound. Shots blocked. Here's Papa Nicolau. Good on the shot.
An old school finish there with the finger roll. You gotta be committed to a move like that, and he was.
Count it.
0.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Out left to the wing. Here's Vezinkov. Takes the three. Pass to fall. Here's Vezinkov. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. Fires in the triple. Vezinkov's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Fournier covering. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Fall. Pass to Vezinkov. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And there's a pick. Connects from downtown.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fournier banked it in off the glass.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Fournier covering. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
With the drive. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Fall. Now here's Fournier. Beyond the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. They set a pick. Over to the wing. Launches it. On target from range.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
From behind the arc. The rebound by Vezenkov.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
First team foul.
A minute 29 left now in the first quarter. Up and in on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pulls it. Nice open look, but it's no good.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Fournier for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Fournier's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
3.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Fall. Outside Fournier. Let's go with a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Fournier's got his second basket on the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The 3 is up. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. And he comes up with a bucket. 10 points for him.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, what a miraculous shot.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Leading by just 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Here's Evans. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Dorsey. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From deep 3-point range. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Peters' shot is good. Peters has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Driving inside. Pass to Dorsey. And he gets it to go. Dorsey's got his first points in this one. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. He drops it from range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Here's Peters. That's tipped. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Peters has got 6.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's the pick. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Peters. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
To the wing, right side. 1:49 left in the second period. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Evans. No points so far. He got a piece of it. In transition. Here's Nedovic. Sinks the tray.
They're hammering them on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
There's the drive. And the shot's good.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
There's a screen. From downtown. Counted from distance. He has 6.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Evans has gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
2 for 1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
To the paint.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Dorsey. 29 seconds left in the first half of this game.
Come get it, come get it.
There's the triple. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Hits the trifecta.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Evans. And that time also a missed shot.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So we conclude the first half. Up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Let's look now and see. Glad you could join us. Brian.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The visitors with the ball. The three. And he can't get that one. Pass to Vizenkov. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. Fournier covering. Releases. Into the lane. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Softly drops in the floater. 6 points for him.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
The three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Now here's Fournier. Not a lot of room. The three is up. They get it back. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Chalk up 2 there.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Vizenkov. Left side Fournier. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the three-pointer goes. Fournier's got 8.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Unloads. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the shot goes down.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Nails it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Papanikolaou. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Launches a 3. No good on the shot.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Fall.
Wow.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. The shot misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Here he goes. And that one's good. Vizenkov. He's got 9.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
No good on the 3. Vizenkov's gone 1 for 4 from distance. To the right side. Fournier covering. Misses from short range. Here's Vizenkov. He's got 9. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Drops in the 3. Vizenkov's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Fourth 3. Can't get it to drop. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Fournier covering. Got a hand on it. Pass to Vizenkov. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Peters. Here's Evans. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Evans has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Buries it from 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. Clock at 6. Count that bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. That one no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's a one-on-one situation. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
Here's Nedovic. This one for 3. The shot won't fall. And they're running. Here's Evans. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
That one drops. He ties it up. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Nedovic. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Evans. There's a screen from the arc. Out to the right wing for 3. Drills it from deep.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Number 77.
The shot. And that one is right through the heart. Give him 23.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Right wing.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First team foul.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Evans has got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Nedovic. No one near him. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Here's Evans. Pass to Dorsey. Three-pointer. Oh, he buried the three.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the wing.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Evans. Pass to Dorsey. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Here's Nedovic. Misses the 3. Here's Evans. Fires away from way outside. No good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. There's the screen. The three-pointer, no good. Pass to De Silva. The tray. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. It's picked off. From outside the arc. The shot missing. From past the arc. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Throws it up high. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. He's got 6, and the home team has possession. It's a 5-point game. Shot to stop the run. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Nailed from three-point land.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's De Silva, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. De Silva's got 6. This one for three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
They set the pick. Here's the 3. A shot off that time. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's tipped. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The 3. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
To end the run, score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Fast break, here we go. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Fires it up. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
It's good from long range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch. Look out! Strong finish.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Dos Santos lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Away team foul. Bench. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the left side wing. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Napier with it. Shot from the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Dos Santos. Napier covering. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Dos Santos. Pass to Nedovic. Fires from way outside. The shot, no good. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Drops in the layup for two. Nedovic has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Giffey. Off target from outside. For the three. Buries it from three-point range. Nedovic has got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. It's up a three. The shot, no good. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. There's the triple. Booker pulls it in.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Stolen away. Kalinic. The wing jumper off target.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Launches the three. No good from Ballin' Boy. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Dos Santos. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Mitrovic. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
He's got a clear path. Dos Santos. Napier covering. Kalinic connects from three-point range.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fades and shoots. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Trying to get something going. Knocks down the 3-ball. One second left. It's not going to go for it. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the home team.
Their perimeter D has been.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Count it, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
De Silva with the bucket.
How about the rage on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
There's a screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Fires the three. That one, no good. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
When you look at this visiting team, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. There's Cannon with the three. It doesn't go for him. Wing shot on the way. He squares up and sinks it.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Makes a big high bounce and goes in. 10 points for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Fades back. That shot, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Misses the wing three. Lets it fly. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Listen, he's streaky, but if he gets hot, you've got to run people at him. Anything you can do to disrupt his rhythm.
Lucic. And the three off target.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Takes a three. That one doesn't go. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. Shoots it. Cannon from long range. Trains the three-pointer. Cannon's got 6 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Edwards. Off with the layup.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
18 feet out. Unable to get that one. Pass to De Silva. There's the pick. Three-pointer. Cannon with the rebound.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
A quick shot there, and it's off target.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 13 points in the game. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the middle. And that one is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. From the arc. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Launches it. That shot misses. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Team foul. Substitution.
Here is Edwards.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Giffey. No good from outside. And here they come. Kalinic. Off target with his 3. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Down low. From downtown. That one doesn't drop. One-on-one here. Dos Santos hits it from three-point range.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Kalinic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Misses the 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Hands it from downtown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
To the right side. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. For 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Takes the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Out to the wing. 1:14 left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No dice from the high post.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Dos Santos, Napier covering. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Inside, and will go the other way.
Away team ball.
Dos Santos, Napier covering. From deep three-point territory. No good that time. From deep three-point land, the shot comes out.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Guarded by Edwards, and he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Fires for three, drains the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Fournier.
Team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Vezenkov from outside the arc, and he buries his first look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Edwards, and there's the lob. It's tipped. Here's Vezenkov. Outside Fournier. He drops it from range.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
That three's off the mark. Here's Vezenkov. Pass to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vezenkov. Jacks up a three. De Silva with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The three ball. Offensive rebound to the wing, right side. They set a pick. Tries again. Good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Fall. The kick out to Fournier.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Second team foul.
From deep. De Silva with a rebound. In transition, here they come. To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. And that ties it up.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Fournier. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Down low. Fournier covering. Back to Edwards. Here's De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. Out to the right wing. Second chance effort. And he knocks the jumper down. De Silva's got 5 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Edwards. To the wing on the left. And he lobs it up top. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush. The whole thing was perfect. Here's Fall. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Oh, ripped away. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. We've got more hoops. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Outside Booker.
Away team foul. Peters. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. And he buries his first look.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Booker with the jam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Peters. Here's Evans from outside the arc. He's off on that one. Now here's Booker. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Releases, and he buries his first look. The visitors with the ball. Here's Dorsey, yet to see a basket. Drives to the hoop. Evans, that's good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Evans has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Shot clock at 6. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Over to the wing. The 3. Buries it from 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Napier. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It doesn't go for him. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Dorsey. Fires the 3. Pass to Evans. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Evans has got 7 now in this quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass. A minute 31 left to play in the first half.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the screen. Here's Peters. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. One minute left in the first half. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Evans, that's good.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Napier. Oh, from deep. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Napier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Dorsey. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Evans. Sinks the tray.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Evans.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Dorsey. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Napier. No good. Would have counted had it gone. That'll do it for the first half. Up by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up in addition. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the home team. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. He's guarded by Napier. And here's Booker. Fournier covering. Five on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Evan Fournier.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for 2, 0.
So he gets them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Takes it inside. An easy 2 on the layup. 6 points for him.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Out to the right wing. The 3. That shot is off. They've got numbers. Here's the pick. Here's Vezenkov. Back to Fournier. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. Fournier's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
The 3 is up. They get it again. Oh, there's the alley. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Here's Papanikolaou. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Vezenkov. Lays it up and banks it in. Vezenkov's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. De Silva's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. He can't hit that time. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Counted.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Guarded by Edwards. And that one drops. Give him 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Fournier covering. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Pass to Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. And he banks in the layup.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Edwards looking for an opening. Fournier covering. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Pass to Fall. He takes it in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Really left him alone that time.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
So both teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Here's Peters. Three-pointer off the mark. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They get the rebound. They set the pick. To the inside. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Inside. And Booker with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Peters has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Dorsey. And that one's good.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Evans. Here's Peters. Booker defending. There's a screen. 4-3. Evans. That's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Dorsey. Counted from distance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
He gets it in there. Dorsey's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Fires for three. Oh, he drains it. His sixth making 9 tries so far.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Yep, that one goes. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Dorsey's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Knocks down the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And he drives in. Here's Evans. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Evans has got 20 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Oh, they pick off the pass. To the paint. It's stolen away. Here's Peters. Fires the 3. That shot missing. 54 seconds left in the game. And Booker with the jam.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Evans. Off target at the rim. From behind the arc. They get it back. Outside Napier. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Evans. Six to shoot. Fires from way outside. That shot off the mark. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so